Welcome, Grand Rising, everybody. This is take two. I've got some kittens in the background now. So we have a kitten over here in my drum bag and a kitten over here on my mat. So we might have a little interruption this morning. And so we're going to be working with energy today. I'm going to forecast with a card reading as well as breath work and some meditation, and we'll do some yoga and some movement. So thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you're here. I've got a dog in here, 2 cats. We're going to see how this rolls out. Tina, get out. Athena. We've got Athena here, my big, beautiful husky Pyrenees. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. I don't know if she's ever been on camera. There she is. There's my girl. She's mama dog to the kittens. And this is Kaguya. She's our little calico. She's our little baby girl. And leave on. This is Sekhmet, our other little baby girl. She's a little tortie. Isn't she adorable? So, hey, welcome. Thanks for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Nice to see you. All right, we're going to get on our mat. So sit on your mat. Get your butt on the earth. Tina, get out. Athena, please go. Okay, she's going to go sit on my Reiki bed. All right. I'm so glad to see you today. I'm really excited to be here. We are 22 days into the new year. And, oh, good. The kittens have found a basket to sit in. So maybe they'll chill out a little bit. So how are you doing on the things that you thought you were going to set for your goals and things like that? The reason I say the things you thought you were going to is because for me, this new year has turned out to be a really wacky and chaotic energy that we're just getting hit with. And so I want to give you a little bit of forecast and a little bit of recap of what's been going on because damn, right? It's been intense. So the energy has been just really and trying to ride that wave. It's been a really choppy ride. So this is the energy shifting. Just a couple days ago, it shifted in the lunar nodes of the North Node and the South Node into Taurus and Scorpio. And so with that happening, it was like a ground zero reset opportunity to really reset everything. And it's a 0 point where it's a restart into 2 completely new energies. North Node is where we're going, and the South Node is where we're come from. And then also right before that, previous to that, Venus has made a transit into a new 19-month cycle. And she went behind and merged with the sun. What they say is she's made love with the sun as she came around the backside and merged and then reappeared in this new constellation of Capricorn. She was in the Gemini energy before that. Hey, Athena, settle down. She gets a little hyper now that kittens are out and about. And so the energy in Capricorn is leadership and strength and, getting things done and moving forward on our sacred path. And Venus is all about our heart. And she oversees this path. So if you feel like the 19 months previous to the 8th of January was intense, and this next 19 months is going to be like a completion of that and it's an acceleration. So we're moving into this energy of completing why we're here, finding out why we're actually here on this planet, and just being in this space of what we're doing here, finding our purpose. Sit down. Sit. Okay, go over there. And so, when we find our purpose on this planet, then we can move forward with our truth. But the only way we do that is to be still and listen and follow our own heart in not allowing others to determine what that looks like. You always want to make sure when you're taking action from love, and you're never taking action out of fear or lack. And so fear and lack is going to take us into a space of deprivation or away from our soul's purpose. But moving into the space of love and the space of honoring our highest truth, no matter if anybody even understands it, no one may never even understand it because the truth was given to you. There's a really beautiful Martin Luther King quote that was given. And excuse me, I'm going to turn that off. So the quote is really about taking action for ourselves because the things that were given to us weren't given to somebody else. They were given to us. They were given to us to really move forward. And those clues and those cues and those little whisperings from spirit were whispered in our own heart, not for somebody else. And so when we go and share all this stuff with other people, I'll post this quote on my story here in a little bit. And when we go and share, and then we get, someone rains on our parade, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I should, or oh, maybe I'm a bad person for making this decision. Allowing other people to influence your path is going to always take you in the wrong direction. So aligning yourself straight with your source, aligning yourself with your prayer life, with your practice, and with your, first of all, your breath and your energy. So the energy recap really is about just taking this time for yourself, following our heart path, stepping into the boldness and the courage that we need. And if you need support, we are here. I have a couple wonderful programs that are going on currently. And we have the ability to get your yoga teacher training with your 200 or your 500 hour with our online training program, which includes an inner goddess retreat and a Reiki training. We have a Reiki training coming up about every 6 weeks. But the next one is, you can get the manual immediately and study for that and start working with it. But the trainings come up about every 6 weeks live, where you actually get your certification and your attunement. And so you can find that on our store. All the links are in my Instagram bio to my store at yogaforlove.com. It's just store.yogaforlove.com. And you can find the Reiki training there, level 1, level 2 manual. You can download it immediately and start with that. No, ma'am, she has got some of my sacred feathers. No, ma'am. All right. Looks like some of the things in my studio are going to have to be toddler proofed. So the other thing we have up is our mastermind, which is follow your path and purpose. And if you're really looking to find the place where you're supposed to be in the world, then that is the place for you, because it's a conglomeration of all of our programs. It includes one-on-one trainings with private sessions, sound healing, Reiki. You can come for private session for combo. If you come in studio, you can come to one of our plant medicine ceremonies. You can attend an inner goddess retreat. You can also do any of the courses that we have on our program in our online store included in this mastermind. And you also get the collaboration of the sisters in the Goddess Tribe Mastermind with you moving through this course. And we have a bunch of different topics that you can focus on for your private sessions with us. And we really help to focus you and help you get your niche and find your niche in the world where you're supposed to be. And the acceleration in this program is just phenomenal. The last 10 weeks that we did the program, we have women that have made massive shifts in their lives, completely transformational. And I'll see if we can get some testimonials put up here for y'all soon. So that's really what we have going on. We have a retreat coming up in spring in North Texas. We have a retreat coming up this late fall in Costa Rica. But if you sign up now, you can do a really affordable payment plan. It's going to be on the Caribbean side, the reggae side of Costa Rica. So I also am going to be co-teaching for a retreat in Florida in April. So these are all found on my website, yogaforlove.com. So that's what's coming up right now. So I want to share with you today just how to really focus in on your own breath and do a little bit of movement. So we're just going to take a short practice today and do that. So take a moment just to settle down into your mat, relax your shoulders, relax your hips, soften your body, and then just close down your eyes. My studio is super bright today, as it is on mornings when I broadcast. And so it's hard for me to see y'all, but I see y'all on there. And if you have any comments, just drop the comments on there and I'll get back to you as soon as I jump off the live chat. So finding your breath is very simple. You can do it easily by just coming into a counted breath. And you can either say 1, 2, 3, 4 in your mind, or you can say sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma is Sam, the truth in our name. The truth is our highest truth, the truth that aligns with our great spirit, with our beauty and our inner path. And so chanting in your mind will help you to have that activity that your mind needs so you can stay focused on your breath. So just settle down into your mat, relax your shoulders. I have my feet where they're separated, where the ankles are not crossed in Siddhasana, and the knees drop open a little wider. But otherwise, you could crisscross your ankles, or you can take one foot up and into dorsiflexion, setting your ankle bone onto your femur, coming into a lotus or a half lotus. And so if that feels really good on your glutes, you can do lotus on one side, half on that side, and then switch halfway through, or the next day you sit in the lotus position with your other foot across. And so your seated posture is important to have a straight spine, and you're not leaning against something. You're using your own core to do this work, and you're tipping back onto the back of your pelvis a little bit, where your tailbone is descending down into the earth. So find that deep connection where the tailbone is descending down into the earth. And then we're going to count 4, sa, ta, na, ma on the inhale. And pause for 4, sa, ta, na, ma, where you're holding your breath. And then exhale for 4, sa, ta, na, ma. And then hold for 4, sa, ta, na, ma. And then again, inhaling, holding, exhaling through the nose, and holding. So this is a square breath. It's an even breath. Continue on your own, just using your fingers to count the Satanana or the 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use any mantra. You can use, just use anything that comes to your heart as a mantra. But some of the mantras that have been used traditionally for years and years and years, thousands of years, is the Satnam. And so that is a way to settle down. So just get yourself settled down into your mat. Relax your shoulders. Make sure you have something to drink next to your mat. We're just going to move through some just organic movement today. So let's come into all fours. And we're just going to move through a little bit of hip rotations, side to side, shoulder rotation side to side, and get your body moving side to side to side. And letting the shoulders dip down, the hips move out and pop out to the side. Just breathing. And then taking a drop down with the navel toward the floor, lifting the tailbone and the crown of the head toward the sky. Big breath in. And you can use that 4 count, Satanama, and then exhale, round it out, Satanama. That just keeps your mind busy. You can hold Satanama. Inhale, Satanama. And then holding, opening up that space in the front of the heart center. Really breathing deep. For 4. And then exhale. And we're just going to begin to roll on the exhale, side to side. Holding for 4. Getting into all those little nooks and crannies that the breath doesn't normally get into. And then reaching up for 2, 4 counts, or Satanama twice. And then just roll the shoulders. And then begin to move in a spiral. So we're going to just roll back, down and around, come forward, and then back down around the other way. And widen the knees here. So you can come back and around. You can get nice and low with the hips. Bringing the hips toward the heels. Bringing it forward and back and around. A couple more times, just rolling with the breath, moving the body. Really simple. This can be incorporated into your day. You don't have to get on your mat to do your practice. I really don't do my practice on my mat. I do my practice all over my house, in the yard, wherever I'm at. And I just pretty much stop, drop, and do yoga just when I feel like it. So my practice is not a traditional 45-minute, hour-long class. It's just that's not what it looks like in real life. So don't think that if you're not getting on your mat, you're not doing yoga. Just moving whenever your body feels like it, just keeping that movement flowing, that intuitive movement flowing in your life keeps you tapped in and tuned in and turned on and connected to source. We're going to move into a downward facing dog and just pedal the legs. Shake out your head. Nice. And then just pedal the legs, just side to side here. And just rolling the hips side to side. You can walk your hands out a little further. And just let the heels drop toward the earth and just roll the hips side to side. Lift that right foot way up to the sky. We're going to step it between our left foot and our left hand and take a side twist. And bring that left arm up to the sky. Breathing in. And then just roll that left arm out to nice big circles. Reaching and rolling. Big. Reaching up. Bringing it back down. Come back to downward facing dog. Again, rolling the hips side to side. Hey y'all, thanks for joining. I see you here. Let's take our right foot up to the sky this time. Big breath in. Out. And then left foot up. Big breath in. And then we're going to step it through the right hand and right foot. Drop that left hand behind your, below your head. And then just rotate up toward the sky. Right hand comes all the way up as we breathe in and out. Nice big breath. Roll that arm out, big circles. My little plumeria is over here struggling in the winter. She's like, I'm a tropic. Help me out. She likes to be petted and touched. I brought her from Hawaii in 2017. Roll it out and up, and then bring it back. The only things you can bring from Hawaii are plumerias and pineapples. So let's just pedal out the legs. And let's come back to our cat and cow breath. So we're going to roll the head up. Move the hips as you do. So you want to keep from getting super linear here. And then squeeze it out. Back and forth. Rolling it up. And exhaling it out. Squeeze it out. And we're going to come back to center. Once you feel like you've done enough of that repetitive movement, you can move through that several times. When you move through, you can do that same rotation, coming into your cat and cow, coming into the spiral movements, coming into your down dog, your leg lifts, and then back. And then let's come into a seated position. So repeat that a couple times if you'd like to, but I want to keep this video a little shorter today. So I'm going to get my kitty over here, just because she's so freaking cute. So we're going to do a little meditation. She's getting sleepy. We still have our Christmas tree up, and she literally climbed to the top of our tree this morning. So in our meditation, think about what you're bringing to your heart. What are you birthing? We had a massive birthing cycle through this Cancer full moon that just happened. It was a massive birth. There was a lot of energy coming through. You might have really felt like unseasonably depressed. You might have felt some kind of energy moving, especially a lot of y'all are empaths and didn't know what the heck was going to hit you. I'm an empath, and I have a lot of deep dive practices, and it still hit me like a freaking ton of bricks. And so the energy of this Cancer full moon was a total reset. We were having reset after reset after reset, which means we have opportunity to release, upgrade, release, upgrade, release, upgrade, and we have to take those opportunities. It's like little portals. Universe has given us these planetary alignments. This does not happen. This is not a normal pattern. It's accelerating. These alignments and these eclipses are like in this massive acceleration. So when you take that opportunity, when those planets and the moon and everything is lined up, universe is saying, go right now. Green light, take it, run, you can pedal the metal. And you have to floor it. You have to go through that portal, and it's hard. It is literally, we're birthing through, we're releasing the Piscean age. We are not only in the birth canal now, the head is crowning, and we're pushing through, and it's painful. And we're releasing everything that does not serve us, not only in this timeline, but everything that does not serve us and never has served us. And it's all through, forward and back in every timeline, because everything is happening quantumly. It is happening for our ancestors, for any version of ourselves, whether we were the perpetrator or whether we were the successful one, or whether we were the, you know, the any of the roles that we played. We're healing all of those levels in all of the lifetimes right now, so we can move forward into this Aquarian age clear and release all of the stuff that was just that old baggage that was completed, all these completed cycles. It's literally like shedding our skin, like an exoskeleton. You know, you're just walking out of it, and then every time you walk out and there's another one left. And I mean, you keep shedding and keep shedding and keep shedding. In my shamanic practice, and when I'm doing soul retrievals, I just shed everything, because when I go in to do the soul retrieval, I'm not doing anything. It's all my guides, and all of our spirit guides are working together for our own healing and our own highest good. And so I just shed everything off and shed everything off until, I don't know if any of y'all ever had your kids that did Flat Stanley, but that's what we end up looking like, is Flat Stanley. He's a little paper foldable cutout guy that gets mailed across the, and he travels across the world, and then your kids mail people, and then the people mail it back with a recount and a journaling exercise of all the travels that Flat Stanley went on. And that, I feel like, when I do a shamanic journey, is that I'm just Flat Stanley, like taking a perspective. My guide that I fly in is a pelican, and I just sit in his little pelican bill and I watch my guides do the work, and I come back kind of like as the reporter, you know, and I just tell the client, like, this is where your pieces of your soul were, this is what happened, you know, this is where your power was left, this is how we're bringing it back. And so that's what's happening right now on a massive planetary level, is that we are all doing soul retrievals for ourselves and doing the work. And if you need help with that, absolutely reach out, because that's what practitioners like myself do, is we help you in this process. And even though those of us who are widely and worldly practice lifetimes and lifetimes of this work, we still need each other to help do this work. It's all so completely interconnected in this beautiful, cosmic, perfect spirit web of life. And so the shedding and shedding and shedding happens, and then you end up like this beautiful ethereal butterfly. There's barely anything even to us at that point. We've released, and that's where we're going. That's where we're going. But we have to push through, and that baby's head is crowning, and the perineal muscle is tearing. There's blood and there's fluid, and it's yucky, it's messy, and it's painful. But it is so necessary, because the pain keeps us grounded into our bodies. It keeps us doing the work on this planet. Those of us as empaths, it's easy for us to play around and escape up here. Y'all hear me say that all the time. Just coming out here and escaping and playing. Ooh, it's so much fun up here. The work is here, y'all. Get on the fucking planet. Come back. Eat some food. Get some sweet potatoes in your body. Come back here. We stop playing around up here. They're all the guys up there are doing it. They don't need your help. Get down here and do it. That's what we need you to do. And if you're training, find me. I will be happy to help you move the training so you can do this work, because come on, this ship is rolling. This train is rolling. Get on, jump in. I will open the door, but it's moving. You have a portal to get through and get in. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Find your soul path. Find why you're here. Are you doing something 40 hours a week that you hate? I can help you let go of that. I can help you find your truth and your path, and a way to make your life flow so that you don't have to rely on someone else to pay you to do that work that you don't love to do. So we're going to end with a short meditation and a guided little card reading. So I'm going to come from this beautiful shamanic deck, which is the Earth Warriors Oracle. And we are going to come on here real quick. Let's see here. I'm going to pick a card for y'all. All right. Tell me when to stop. Here we go. All right. Aiylah Vision, the way of the divine feminine revealed. Here we go. So this is what's happening, y'all, right? The divine feminine being revealed. So I'm going to just share with you a little bit. This is 1-1-11, a little bit about this healing process. So she says, I love you. I'm here for you. All is well. I trust you unconditionally. My faith in you never wavers. I will always care for you. I am always by your side and in your heart. Together, we shall endure your divine fulfillment for the greatness good of all life. Prayer here. So she is the way of the divine feminine revealed. She yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you so that you may live passionately and purposefully. Exactly on point, right? That is exactly what we're talking about, is living in your passion, living in your purpose. So that as you trust your inner guidance, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within, and that they are the seeds of your sacred mission. Your mission is why you're here. We have to make space for our mission. We can't be taking it up with stuff that doesn't mean anything. You shall experience the clarity and soul deep relief that only truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of a purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. So this prayer, if you'd like to repeat after me, I invite the unconditional love of the Sacred Mother to heal my mind, body, and soul. I invite the unconditional love of the Sacred Mother to heal my mind, body, and soul. I want you to look at her. So when I was inside the Great Pyramid, and we did a massive sound healing ascension portal meditation, and Mother Mary came, and she looked very much like this, except for she was all in white. And this is her speaking to y'all. This is her speaking to y'all. I invite the unconditional love of the Sacred Mother to heal my mind, body, and soul. I open your true guidance. I open to your true guidance, to the vision of beauty. Athena, quiet. To the vision of beauty that you hold for me in this lifetime. That you hold for me in this lifetime. And all the resources that you give so generously, and all the resources that you give so generously, so that I may fulfill my being and my destiny. So that I may fulfill my being and my destiny. May truth calm my mind. May your truth calm my mind. And bring divine knowledge to my heart. And bring divine knowledge to my heart. I trust in the truth of what your perfect will holds. I trust in the truth of what your perfect will holds. In store for me, I need no fear. In store for me, I need no fear. I embrace your loving presence within my heart. I embrace your loving presence within my heart. And then now just assume a relaxed, comfortable position, perhaps taking a seated posture, lying down, wrapped up in a blanket or a shawl, and hugging yourself and nestling next to your pet, which is really great because we have our kitties here. You might want to snuggle with a soft blanket. And then just stretching all the way out on your back like a starfish. And just receive this beautiful, loving energy from the Divine Mother today. She is here speaking to you, to your hearts. We're here together to do this work. So we need you on this path. If you're ready to take that step, send me a message. I'm here to help you. My coaches are here to help you. This is all we do. This is what we do for our whole life. This is here. This is now. This is this important moment to take that step, to be on your journey, to really step in, and you're being presented with an opportunity. So it's time to say yes. So much love. I'll see you on the next chat. Visit me at yogaforlove.com or send me a private message if you have any questions, or send me a comment. I do read them. All right. Y'all have a great day.